Okay, and sometimes you need to divide and conquer in the garden.
That's right. For instance, you need to divide flag irises every 2 or 3 years to keep them under control.
Sara Antin of Garden Styles shows us how to do it the right way.
When you decide what you're going to divide, the day before, water it in really well. It makes it so much easier to dig it out and then to separate it. I'll give you another lesson while we're talking. And that is, this was a flower, it's gone to seed. Cut these guys off so that your root system gets stronger for the plant. Either the plant is going to put its energy into making seeds, or it's going to put its energy into making a plant. When you dig your plant, go at least 4 inches around the plant. And an easy way to remember this is when you dig your plant, go outside of the drip line. And the drip line is how wide it is how far you need to cut. If you go in right, when you look down in the ground and you go down right against that plant, you are most likely going to cut off the root system. Now, to divide your plants, and I'm just gonna pick this baby up and put it right here on the counter to share with you guys. Okay? So now we have our plant. You can see where the different tubers are. And look at this. How much fun is this? This guy is just kind of falling apart. So we see we have these clumps. This clump, still too big, okay? You can either take, and imagine this is a big spade from your garden, okay? It's not, but we're just gonna pretend it is. You get in there and you divide the plant like such. And most times, that's all it's gonna take. And you, voila. We dug up 1 plant and we now have 4 plants. Make sure that when you plant them, that you give them plenty of room so that when they come up, they have room to grow and room to spread. So that's dividing an iris, which is a very popular plant. And these guys really need to be divided about every 4 years.
Well, and when you do replant those flag irises, be sure that they're 18 to 24 inches apart. In just a little bit, we'll see how to divide daylilies. Welcome back. Daylily literally means beauty for a day, and most of the time the flower will open in the morning and die by nightfall.
And Sara Antin of Garden Style shows us how to divide daylilies to keep them at their best.
Another fun way to extend your garden, what you have, is if you have daylilies, these guys like to be divided every 3 years. Now let me say again, when you dig it up, don't go right next to the plant, come out to the drip line. So where the water would come down following the leaves, okay? See these guys here? Let me show you closer. These are seed pods. The roots will be putting energy into making seeds. You want to cut these off. I like cutting these off even if I'm not transplanting a plant so that the roots go into creating a healthier plant, not worrying about making new little baby plants this way, okay? So cut these guys off. There we go, done. Now we're going to take, again, imagine this is a lot bigger, but this is a spade, and you dig it into the clump and you pull it apart. Oh boy, we have another plant here. So let me share with you what daylily roots look like because they're so cool. They just pull apart that easily. That's another plant. That's another plant. Another plant, look it. I think this is thrilling. What we had was 1 clump. We can have multiple clumps and plant these in the ground, and these guys will do really well. Give them enough space to grow and you will have a lot more daylilies.
Well, the great thing about this plant, even though the flower blossoms for just a day, each plant produces hundreds of blooms in a season.
Yeah, in a few minutes, we'll look on how to divide easy shade-loving hostas. Welcome back to Better Kansas City. Now, hostas come in a wide variety of colors, shapes, and sizes, and they're one of the most sought-after perennials on the market.
Garden Styles' Sara Antin shows us how to divide up this border accent plant.
So another plant that's easy to divide and that I really enjoy doing, and it adds so much to my garden, are hostas. Remember, when you dig them out, you do it along the drip line. I watered this last night so that it's nice and easy to work with. So hostas, once you pull them up, this may look like just one big plant to you when it's in the ground. You will see that these are all individual plants. This plant, what you do is you take a serrated knife and you just cut through it. Just that easy. And when you're outside, look, that's it. I have another hosta. So fun. Now, when you plant this in the ground, my suggestion is it's the depth of the plant. That's how deep you need to dig. But you want to do twice as big around as the plant. And within that, if you can place compost, you're gonna do better. And compost, I make my own, but you can buy a bag of compost. Adding compost is going to help amend the soil around the plant and give the plant a really good start. The great thing about dividing perennials is you get to enjoy what you have. You don't have to buy new, and you get to extend your garden. Have fun and good luck.
That was really cool how she just takes that one and then was able to spread it out. Like she said, she could spread out room in her garden with those beautiful hostas.
Using that knife, and of course, hostas are amazing because they add so much color to your garden.
And I hope she washed that serrated knife before she used it again for her bread.